from your warriors.
Game 1 na guys, game 1, drafting phase.
Game. Make sure you
Let's
understand
go!
this is a single moment as we jump into the draft. Now coming and pulling this back a little bit more, we need to talk about the fact that Wise not only plays this sacrificial role in the drafting phase, but it opens up a new level of draft for Blacklist International. We've seen it against FIMP, putting him on something like a Valentina, and then all of a sudden the next match they recognize that to stop UA.
One thing that you'll notice about Blacklist International is they have a theme for a series, for example. Well, it's true that they can pick up like Valentina very standard and maybe the Fredrin as their priority in the first place, but there's always that theme. For example, their recent series against Burn Explash, it was all of a sudden the backshot. It was all of a sudden the position 5 Novaria. So you have to watch out for that. We know for sure that this will be a long series, right? This is going to be 4-0, and you have to watch out for those key heroes in the draft of Blacklist International.
Honestly, looking at the bans just now, Fanny being banned out, the Kaja being banned out, as well as the Kadito, what does this spell that Blacklist doesn't want? They don't want engage, they don't want dodge, they don't want huge burst damage. And now, looking at Onic, I gotta say, it's all about respecting and understanding your opponents. Banning out the S's, banning out the Diggy, but more importantly, banning out that Psycho Fredrin.
Exactly. This forces Blacklist to go for something like Novaria, the first pick. There is also the Joy. I think those are the two priorities because Edward really plays it that well. But of course, since the 1-1 is opened, I can see it. This is a trap set up by Onic for sure.
The trap set up by Onic? I mean, look, this is VUI's 9th Grand Final appearance out of 11 as part of Blacklist's active
Guys, yun yung stream natin, guys.
During
sa mga viewers natin.
That's insane.
What a stat.
What is that?
Great numbers, right? I mean, MPLPH Season 7, Season 8, M3, and as well as Season 10.
And that shows their experience, right?
Yep.
And it also shows their knowledge in the game. So that is going to be very beneficial when it comes down to the drafting phase. Now, Onic, can they level that?
Definitely, this is a trap. I think the 1-1 is a trap. They go for something like Franco in the absence of Kaja. Oh,
You know what?
okay.
Franco big as well as the Farium is big because again, looking at the way that they're drafting, what does this spell out? Where he just wants to make sure that he can win his lane and then let his team set things up for him to use the crossbow tank. But look at the Franco as well as the Farium. The Farium is a good way to deny him of kills.
Remember as well, in all the matchups that we've seen from Blacklist International, they always ban the Franco. This hero has always been one of their kryptonites, as to say, on their Ube lineup. The fact that they can split them open, and the fact that they also have a Thermist who punishes from top position is already really good for them. But that's why Blacklist disengage of the Akai.
Really interesting because I thought they were going to lean on the high-performing UA, especially on Valentina. He has hard carry games with the Valentina, but instead decides to go Novaria.
Oh, this is because of the fact that Novaria can be flexed. It can be played in a position for the mid lane, and also the roam. And having it in the first picks of Blacklist International ensures that they will have that security of the UA, but a very early Ling. Oh my! I'm happy.
Yeah.
You guys happy?
I am
More than happy.
Nakaling si Kairi.
Right? I mean, sure, everyone's happy to see that prowess once
Ling ni
again from Kairi himself, but the thing is, if you're Blacklist, what kind of lockdown is available for the lane, right? Franco's been taken, Kaja's out of the board. For Venus?
Or don't lock him down.
Exactly.
Just take away the buff.
Don't lock him down. Take away the buff. So mid-control becomes prio for them. And that's why I feel like Onic, they really understand that. They saved that lane pick for the last pick in the first phase to bait it out. Novaria picked up. So now that's still a flex pick. But remember, Novaria alone, not a lot of mid-control. So you can already see Onic taking out all the mages that can help Novaria clear.
Where it gets really scary because we're not even just talking
Ay,
about
sa'yo
the
kasi,
mid lane.
kay Clarence
We've seen what the
sarili
mid lane
mo,
looks
no?
like for Onic. Maybe a little bit for the side of Blacklist International. But let's talk
Lipat ka
about
sa PH
EXP
Live,
here,
Hector,
because,
yo
again,
sa PH
they're
Live.
in the first phase alone, the fact that
English
Franco wasn't even banned out, they left up the Joy as well as the Wan. It's a give and take.
Yeah, I think that it's either Teresa or Lapu-Lapu for the side of Blacklist International in that case. Lapu-Lapu gonna be perfect against the shields of Faramis. It's like a free setup because you clear out the extra shields very easily. Then you also think about Teresa so that you couple it up. You need a way for Blacklist International to kind of frontline so that the 1-1 will have a time to get the stacks in. I think Onic will, now that we are talking about this, this is a good match. Farsa would have been perfect.
Agreed.
I'm thinking Farsa Lap was their last picks for Blacklist, but for Onic, they might go for a non-item dependent gold laner because when Ling is picked up by Onic,
Sa 8.3K guys, time viewers.
you shift your core to the Ling, not to the gold laner anymore.
Someone that's a little bit more self-sufficient, you know, doesn't have to get punished too hard. Maybe something that can force priority. I mean, Beatrix as well as Claude are open.
Brody, maybe?
No, honestly, like all of those options are amazing for
Brody
different
si
things.
Old yan.
Claude can basically
Para sa
take care of himself. Brody can have lane priority, making it so that even if you don't have the items, you can still scale up very well. And the thing is, the Brody here going up against the 1-1,
si Coach
still,
ba?
me and Mirko, we talked about it in private, but the thing about goal laners, it almost doesn't matter what the matchup is because it is very, very dynamic.
It's going to be the Beatrix, and that's exactly why, right? If we want to see just the main counter, it's going to be the Irithel, but we're not going to see that here. The Claude is an amazing lane for the 1-1, but it all comes down to skill. We've seen Chiku get dominated by a 1-1 before,
That's
so the
James
Beatrix here is
Marklim.
the most flexible, right? If Claude can do everything independently,
Bea
Beatrix
Prangong,
can
ganun ang
adapt to any team style.
Okay, all right. We're seeing the next couple of picks. Arlet gets
Pero
locked in
wala silang
outside
tangko, wala
Blacklist
silang
International.
pangarap,
It's been a
guys.
while since
Sobrang
we've
wala
seen
sila.
Edward on this Arlet.
Kanina
I was maybe
lang
hoping
ako.
for Benedetta, but now Minotaur as well. This fits the MO of Blacklist International for
Mga
sure.
ata sa drop tayo.
Now that
Tayo
leaves
sa
us
drop,
with
guys.
the
Blacklist
EXP
lamang sa
laner,
drop.
right? For the side of Onic.
Pero may hirapan
Why
si
do I
Yuri
have
sa
a
lane.
feeling
Pero
we might
ilang
see
walang
something like the
pangharap
mashup for
I-
Boots?
yeah.
Against 1-1 is great.
Yeah, against Arlan, it's okay. The worst maybe that Onic could take is Teresa, which is actually not that bad at all overall against Yarlot. But yeah, I think the Masha is it fits the bill.
What about Uranus? They already have enough damage coming in. They need a frontliner, someone who can survive in towards the late game as well, and no one from Blacklist will be able to fully burst this Uranus if it gets online.
Okay. I'll do you one better because I hate Uranus. What about Grok or Benedetta, right? Either or could definitely try and force priority, but no, they're going to take the Uranus here. You got it right on the ball, Miracle.
Right now, honestly, looking at the
Ay, no,
draft,
Uranus. Ay, may
here's the
takpan
thing,
sila,
we
guys.
see
Ay,
Novara
papaharapin nila yung
being
Uranus.
piloted
Game,
by
maganda
Onic,
laban to!
but now UA is going to use it, and here's the thing, we talked about controlling the purple buff. The Novaria can steal it away if enough vision is provided.
All right, let's take a look at the audience predictions real quick, right? Before we get into the nasty tidbits of this matchup. But this is a very interesting split between the two. Even the regions are kind of unsure, but of course there is priority in their respective regions here.
For sure. Everybody's going to have their little bit of a taste of what they like.
Laban
Personally,
to!
I'm actually kind of liking
na.
Blacklist International's comp just a little bit more. What about you, Eterna?
I have to agree with you here.
Rest of the table?
Onic.
You know what? I'm going to go with Onic.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I just
Tiebreaker.
I've given Ling and Uranus to Onic.
You know what? Now it's time. This is the start
naka-early
of
yung
a
Blacklist,
legacy
makakabak
for
sila.
both teams. Blacklist International going up against Onic. This is the grand finals. MSC game number 1.
All right. Let's see. Edward unbending well. Kairi with a killing spree. Mid control. Who has it, you think, Wolf?
Oh, definitely gonna be the Faramis, Franco, right? Because of the fact that Faramis can just clear it out easily. It's the Minotaur and the Novaria. Not much wave clear with level 1 though. But if they do get level 2 on the Novaria, it's gonna be okay. This rotation that you're seeing from Blacklist International ensures level 2 on Oh My Venus. So he picks up the roam right now. So this is a faster tempo for Blacklist International when it comes to getting into their ultimates.
Yeah, I really feel like getting their power spike a little bit earlier is going to be very, very key because Kairi in the early stages of the game not going to be able to do much. So they just got to make sure scale up just a little bit faster so that they can actually put tempo into the jungle, making sure that Kairi gets someone locked down with minimum amount of energy. That was pretty close.
That was pretty close. And the thing is, when you're playing the 1-1, right, it's the most annoying thing in the world when your second skill gets popped too many times. Here in the lane as well, we can see this is why the Uranus pick works, right, Wolf? What do you think about this matchup?
I think it's a wash. That's what you always say with Uranus. Unless there's an influence. See?
But right
Not
now,
even needing the Purify.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, the Uranus just heals up very, very fast. For now, we can definitely see Blacklist International, they're trying to make sure that their laners are able to leave the lane very, very quickly because they want to make sure that they're able to contest the
Turtle
throw.
fight magkakalabanan to.
Having the Akai almost guarantees it. Almost. About
Hindi ko
70%,
si
I
Kairi
would
dito,
say.
mag-invade lang.
Interested to see how they will approach this because there's a difference, right? They will want level 4 there. roamers. And that's the switch that they did. The Pharah is already at the bottom, the Varia already there. It's gonna be a full 5v5 into the first turtle of the game.
Yeah, and this one, I gotta say, we gotta look at all of the stun capabilities as well, because looking at Blacklist, not only do they have the Akai, but Edward
Bottom
on his
bridge
Ardent
sila sa top.
can actually
Ayun na.
stun up Kairi, making sure that he can't use the Retribution on time. And now, looks like he's going for a boost, but up top, CW gets a kill.
Boots opening up the map gave them so much more prio to play on the other side of the map, and this is why Onyx composition can work. They can split up the map open with the Franco. They have a lot of kill pressure, but Wise is already trying to punish Kairi early on by going to the buffs. Wise stealing it away. Boots just putting some pressure once again, but it should just be a trade. Wait a minute.
Look at
Wise,
Kairi.
no retry on Wise. So Kairi should be able to take it right now, but you can see the Minutes Fury come down. Kairi, with the top of the blaze, escapes, gets out. The crowd goes wild.
Oh, I really love how Onic approached this.
Oh, boost!
Oh, solo kill!
Agent Zero.
Right now, I gotta say, man, all of the 1v1s, even our
Top
observers
1
gonna
XP pala
catch
yan,
it.
ah.
A lot is going on in the map
nila
here
yun
right
daw yung
now.
top 1 XP.
Edward utilized the
Si
crab
Bots.
so that he'll get extra vengeance stacks. Very smart. That's Agent Zero for
Wala
you.
na si
Well,
Sam.
up top,
Wag na
they
Edward
baited.
pa.
Onic, they show that they have some influence in the turtle. Then all of a sudden, after Kiba gets level 4, rotates to the top quickly.
CW. It was denying minions. Very well played there. They want to really shut Owl down. But Blacklist, they do not take all these free objectives and say nothing. They go for the trade instantly.
Right now, I gotta say, looking at the map right now, 1.5k gold lead for Onic. It looks like for some reason, both CW as well as Kairi, they're kind of winning here, Wolf.
Yeah, this is because of the influence of Onic Philippines. You know that Uranus, taking Miracle as well as Gideon and Aether talking about it, self-sufficient in the XP lane. No need to go there. Onic, they focus on top lane, and Owl is just there to fend for himself. It's not gonna be enough.
Well, Venus is getting poked by a lot. Kairi might actually look to go for the all-in right now. He goes for the Finch points. Purple buff is up. He needs to prioritize that. But Venus doesn't have the regen. He's already very low.
Yeah, but right now, we gotta look at Blacklist. They're
Ling,
moving together. The only one that's not there is Owl. They're looking at the purple buff. Edward moving forward. Boots as well as Sans is trying to create space.
Boots now with Consecration. That's going to be the Call Altar helping him out. He does not have the Purify, but that's going to be the heavy spin by Wise in the back. Not going to be used for much as Sans is able to pull him back. But it's Rage onto Edward. That's the whole thing. And the Bloody Hunt locks him down. It's a kill for Onic. Romer traded in for the Edward. Oh, Sans! Jumps forward, fires another. Kairi with the top of the blaze. This should not be another kill. Kai just buying some time, but meanwhile, Owl.
Here's the thing, man. We got to look at Onic. They knew what Blacklist was trying to set up. And how did they fight that back?
I don't know how they did it, but Kairi was able to get the purple. Then all of a sudden, Kiboy fights a good opening. Boots was soaking a lot from the resources of Blacklist International, was put low, but because of the ultimate coming from Sans, he was able to bring all of his HP back. That was the last sustain on Onic's side.
Here's the thing, man. I got to say, in terms of the way they were fighting, it was absolutely beautiful. And now we got to check the difference of gold here. And I got to say, in terms of the difference, the biggest difference is between Kairi as well as Wise.
That's right. It's because Wise wanted to go for the
silang
steal on the
pang
purple,
partner
but
sa
Kairi
ano
was
eh.
able to get the opener,
ano.
gets so many kills, 0, 0, and 3. I mean, and now they even position themselves into the turtle.
Okay, Owl is in that bush now with a basic attack. Kyrie's going to be spotted out. That's a knockup only on the Sans as he pops in the Shadow Stampede. Now locked down. That's Owl picking up the kill. Sans is down, but the passive will gain him a instant respawn as there is a fight down below. This time, Boots having a better time putting down the stacks on Edward.
Yeah, right now I gotta say, man, Boots is making sure that Edward doesn't get to play the game. Wise here, starting to turtle. Oh, my Venus is there as well. Onic goes in. Do they want to take a steal here?
Oh, bloody hunt by P-Boy. Locking Wise up. The heavy spin is not going to be used at all right now. Venus crumbles and falls as well.
The fact,
the
fact that Sans died with the heavy spin, you know, soaking the heavy spin before that turtle fight, you thought that Blacklist International would have the advantage, but no, it didn't. Because now, no heavy spin to counter a Keyboy. Keyboy locked him down during the threshold, and Onic gets a turtle easily.
Okay, right now, look at the map situation. 3.8k gold lead. The map looks very red. Owl for now looks like he's trying to get as much as he can. Kairi now having the Berserker Tree. What does this spell for Blacklist International?
Snowball. It spells snowball. Onic, they don't even need Chewe now. He's gonna be a split push as well as Boots. Kairi's gonna just tear through all of the damage of Blacklist International.
Right now, I gotta say, man, even Keyboy Mirko, we don't see him going for a lot of hooks. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. Someone comes in, I'm just gonna lock you down.
it's very hard at this point for Wise to go for any red trick attacks because Keyboy is just being an absolute menace. Also using the Shishi mode, and that probably gives Blacklist International a bit of a, you know, not a good flashback as you know, the 4-0s.
Yeah, 4-0, yeah, but this happened before against Blacklist International. So.
Oh my Venus.
Lumen Fury, Suns does pop in to call Alter. Keyboy is still locked down with the heavy spin right now. The crossbow tank is ready, but Keyboy is going to be first to down as Kairi takes everything. Now comes the Blaze back again. He might win this right now. CW walks forward. Kairi with the fast hands. It's CW with a double kill. Meanwhile, look at Boots. Look at Boots. He's wearing the boots. He's walking in the base.
Dude, I gotta say, what is this Uranus doing? He's not expecting to fight.
Whoa, what a
Whoa.
snipe! No, beautiful win of nature. Edward walks forward. Sans, he might fall this time around. Edward using the resets. Sans with the Channel Stampede, walking now, but the Vengeance follows it through. Sans is trying his best to run away, but he will just recall. But look at the map, controlled by Onyx.
I gotta ask this, Wolf. Onic, were they being too confident? Were they overextending there?
Oh, well, I think it's part of their MO, but yeah, they surely did overextend in there. They didn't realize that the Wind of Nature was the second item for Owl, and I would have to credit that to Owl. Very nice itemization from that guy. Was able to outplay Chewe, and because of that, they were able to recover for a little bit.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see Blacklist. After getting that kill up top, they're trying to set things up because now that the Lord is here, both Onic as well as Blacklist, they're moving together. They're trying to make sure that they have a very good situation for them to start the Lord. But for now, Boots is just zoning everyone away. Sans, you can open the map. He knows there's two people there. Keyboy, are you going in for the hook? But the hook did not connect.
This is what Boots needs to do. He just constantly is walking them down as Kairi walks over to the Lord.
Shot kasama din sa 20
pesos. Don't even know it. Look at that. All stacks coming in. Boots pops in. The Purify gets out. Now a lot of CC's placed onto him, but he is still alive. Heavy spin already used. This might just be Blacklist International forced to concede the Lord.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see that Onic is playing with Blacklist. They're trying to make sure that Boots, whatever you do, not just get vision. Try to tell us what's going on. Wise right now does not have the ult, and Kairi's at top. Right now, Onic, they're playing a very good macro play.
They're not letting Wise play as well. Edward needs to always be man-to-man versus Boots, while of course Wise is always forced to use the ultimate. And now CW stole the purple buff from Wise.
Bloody Hunt, that's the Queen falling without anything. Still, the Lord away from Blacklist. That was the top of the Blaze. CW with a double kill for him. And the final smash, but not going to be able to distract for long as now is giving the gun down. CW with a triple. Now flickering forward. Owl able to escape. Yue now with the Astral Sphere, but CW wants to take this turret down. Onic wants to crack the base open.
Oh my God, what was that play? Right now, hear the crowd. They're loving Onic.
Yeah.
They got the Lord. Kairi, fast hands, amazing reaction speed.
If Wise has the drive-by, Kairi has the fly-by. The Sky King literally knew what he needed to do. The play was there. He split push so that Blacklist would feel confident, but he knew the timing all along. He knew that because of the first he can get back to the Lord Peak and get that because he's level 14 compared to Wise's 10.
Right now, look at the map. Onic, they're not going to try to force it out. They managed to get a mid inhibitor. Now, Blacklist, they're trying to look for a situation. Wise goes in. Is that Wise?
On Keyboy. It's only on Keyboy. It's the roamer. Is the worst possible target, maybe. No, Boots is the worst possible target because you can see him right now just recalling in the faces of Blacklist International. They're looking for some more, but honestly, at this point, it's only 10 minutes. They cannot take these base turrets down that fast. They need to bait out these passives, but that's going to be Darn Hook and Bloody Hunt. The Queen is down again. Kairi jumped out of the back. Wise, 1 HP. Kairi! And CW finds a double.
Dude, that was a big burst of damage, and now Camille going in. Edward!
Pinch points, have to bait it out. Edward falls. Agent Zero is down. And Onic in 11 minutes. They take game 1.
What an opener! Blacklist International going up
Game
against
1.
Onic.
Bawi ang Blacklist ng
What
game
a
to.
very, very fast game. And I gotta
So,
say,
1-1 yung
Kairi,
lineup ng Blacklist.
what an amazing man.
Pero maganda yung hero nila dun.
By the way, that's the
Pwede
first
wala
win of
akong partner
Kairi against
one.
V-Wise.
Pangatata ang Mino eh.
Against V-Wise in an international finals.
The reason I said
Mahirapan
that
makastock
this
mo.
draft was better, and I think you guys have a similar opinion, is the fact that this is
GG. Ayun,
I've
hindi
seen
naman
this
ako
before.
drafter eh.
M3, it's banana split. How?
Kamali ako,
How can
tama
you not have
sila.
seen a banana split? Because I didn't even mention it in the broadcast.
Babayan
I was like,
game
wait,
to, guys.
They want to go for pickoffs. They want to split out the map, but
Na-counter din agad
it's
yung ano nila
classic
eh.
Raja Yeba.
Bari.
Here's the thing. When you
Pero okay
forget
naman ginagawa ni Yu.
history, history has a way of repeating
GG game
itself.
man, GG game man.
And now
Bayan.
Onic,
Bakay game
I
to.
gotta say, it's in their DNA.